There are people that are absolutely killing it in the newsletter space right now by promoting offers in their email newsletter. So what they do is they create an email newsletter that has content and value in it, and then they pepper it full of different kinds of affiliate offers. The problem that most people run into is that they just don't know how to come up with the content for their newsletter. So either they don't know what niche market to go into, but if you know what your newsletter should be in, what niche, what topic is it going to be about, how are you going to get the content to fill that newsletter? Now, the first one is borrowed UGC, user-generated content. Now, it means any kind of content created and shared by users or consumers of any brand, any company. So this is also known as content curation, where you collect content from around the web and you share the important info with your audience. You can utilize other brands' content and present it in a cool way where you're showing excerpts or commentary about it, but largely it's coming from the other brand with full credit. You're going to find communities in your niche. So whatever niche market you have chosen to go into, you're going to find communities online where people are talking about things or discussing your topic. Debates. So you see comment threads where people are debating tactics or strategies. Probably on Reddit, you've seen that, right? And often you will find them in there, bickering, debating, arguing about the best way to do things.
Come on! Oh. What a bunch of whiners. This is going to suck up my whole life.
But you can take content out of that and share it on your newsletter with your audience. Now, an example is an app called Fishbowl. It's an app for corporate professionals. Lots of people are using that app and taking screenshots. Just, open up the app and screenshot it. That's it. Now, let me show you some examples of the Fishbowl app so you can see what I'm talking about here. And you can see here that there's some useful content. How do you deal with managing multiple priorities and timelines? I can never seem to make everyone happy no matter how much I work. Being a good in the workplace, and also juggling the hat of being a good, a mom at the same time. And if you're someone who has trouble being able to it's like writer's block where you can't originate, you're thinking, okay, what do I write about? This is a fantastic way to get that creative process started. And after you've been using this user-generated content strategy for a little while, you'll find that your own creative juices kind of begin to flow, and you can create more and more of your own original content as time goes on. Now, let's get into the next method. You can spy on your competitors and then repurpose what you see them doing. All you got to do is go out and find other newsletters in your niche market. After all, what better way to write winning content than to become inspired by those that are already winning? Just go create a dummy email address. Then just go out and subscribe. But you want to subscribe to at least a dozen other newsletters that are related to your niche market. Now, you'll have a daily stream of content ideas flowing right into your inbox. You could combine this with the user-generated content idea and quote it if you wanted to, and give them credit. Why not? If they're already winning in your space, why not make a friend out of them? Method 3, summarize long-form video content. People are busy. I'm browsing around and looking at content, and I see something that maybe it's even from somebody who I really respect and would love to hear their opinions, but it's a 2-hour-long podcast. I don't have time to sit and watch a 2-hour-long podcast. So why not take that content and then summarize it for your users? So you can help your audience out because now they don't have to watch the 2-hour-long interview. You're going to summarize it using ChatGPT. The first thing you're going to do is transcribe that episode. There are tons of tools out there that help you do this. Hugging Face, Otter.ai, Assembly.ai, Descript. There's an endless sea of things that will transcribe video. And then you can take that content and you just head right over to ChatGPT. The prompt will be really simple to write. You say, act as an expert in, and then your niche market. And I'm going to give you an excerpt from an interview of this person about this topic. Please, once I give it to you, transcribe it. Do you understand this? And you send that, and it's going to say, yes, I understand. Where's the transcript? You paste the transcript in, and then away you go. But now you've got a really valuable summary of great content that your audience just doesn't have the time to sit and, spend to go through. One more method. We call this borrowing brains. Why not get someone else to do it for you? This is where there are lots of people out there that are trying to promote their own businesses and trying to establish themselves as experts and authorities and opinion leaders in their market. And you can actually get them to just do interviews. Do a phone interview. It doesn't even have to be an official thing on video. You could even do a text interview, sending them a list of questions. And this can be turned into content. And even if you're small, just starting out, it's still not impossible to get guests. I know it because I've launched products from zero all the way up to something that is established and selling. And I've done it through interviews to get content from experts that I can then use. You find opinion leaders in your space. Now, they don't have to be newsletter owners. They can be YouTubers, people on Twitter with some authority. Send them a polite email and ask if they'd be interested in being a guest in your newsletter. This works best if you have some specific questions in mind, instead of making it open-ended and too vague. Some people are going to say no, right? They'll just say, no, I don't have time. Or some people may ignore you. Totally fine. Just send more emails. So you just keep emailing until you get a yes. And you will. I know it because I have done this. This is a numbers game. And now, if you're really struggling with this and you have a little bit of a budget, instead, you can do paid introductions. This is kind of an over-the-top example. Some of you may know Alex Hormozy. Well, he paid another expert, Grant Cardone, $120,000. That's right, 6 figures for 4 hours of Grant's time. And they did it over a Zoom call. And he got advice, he got the consulting and the advice that he needed from Grant, but he also used that time for content for his subscribers. And I watched him get amazing leverage and amazing value out of that investment. There's several sites out there. One of them is called intro.co. Intro.co allows you to pay $50 and you can spend a little more. You can spend up to $1,000 on the high end, and it gets you a call with an expert. So you can ask them strategic questions and turn it into content. You do want to tell them what you're doing and get permission, but that's easy. I have found that that is usually not a problem. So billion-dollar company founders are on there. The founder of Reddit is on there. The founder of Zillow. They're on places like this, and you can literally just pay money to get them on the phone. So if you're strategic with how you use the time, you can spend $50 to $100 and easily 10x that investment from the content and the value that you'll get out of that. We have a 5th and final method of how to get newsletter content. Have a back and forth with ChatGPT. It will brainstorm with you. It'll act like, your business associate sitting across the desk from you. First, you just give it a sentence or two about what your newsletter is about, and then you ask it some questions. The more creative you get with your prompts that you actually ask it, it will feed you ideas for what to write about in your newsletters. What are some unique tips or hacks related to our niche that we can share with our subscribers? Would you like to hear about unconventional search engine strategies, search engine optimization strategies to rank on Google and Bing and other search engines? How to gamify your marketing, which means using the psychology of games and winning, including quizzes, reward programs, loyalty programs, or full-fledged games in your marketing. How to partner with micro-influencers to get traffic and sales. How to use AI and machine learning. I think you might want to know about that. Some new visual search options that you could use to generate traffic. Live video marketing. How to personalize your marketing to address uniquely to each person that you're talking with. Neuromarketing. Wow, that's an interesting one. I'm intrigued by just the word. Dive deeper into your customer's buying psyche. So it's all about mind psychology to how do you use clever sales psychology and behavioral psychology to get them to respond. And then we got podcasting. So those are some examples. We can just ask, what are some frequently asked questions or common challenges our customers face that we can address in our newsletter? How to understand search engine optimization, how to do social media marketing, how to create content, how to do email marketing. And it's telling me about challenges everyone is facing in these things, how to keep up with digital marketing trends. This one is tough. The world of AI especially has made this crazy because it seems like every week there's a new breakthrough that you have to keep up with. And then obviously, let's say that this comes back and I think maybe these aren't quite right. Maybe it doesn't quite understand my audience. boom, now it's going to actually tailor it to be towards a newer audience. So I could have also said, could you tailor it and make it more sophisticated? Could you make it simpler? Could you talk about one particular topic or one particular subject more? And it's just going to be an endless waterfall of ideas for content. It doesn't stop with a newsletter, because you could use these strategies to create content for just about anything. Blog posts, social media content, and lots of other things too. But I like to focus in on newsletters. And so remember, I did a video, it's about a 10-minute video that teaches you step-by-step how to get paid to build your own subscriber list. I'll link to that in the description so you can watch that video next, because after all, you need to build a subscriber list before you can start sending newsletter emails to them. And why not do it and get paid to build your own newsletters? I'd like to set you up with a free demo of Pushbutton AI. Right now, Pushbutton AI is closed to the public, but we do allow private beta access. And if you're interested in finding out how you can have our AI technology create an entire business for you, where it can create a 12-module training course that you can sell to users, a free report, a squeeze page, a sales page, a 30-day email sequence, videos, audios, a logo, and a whole lot more. It's everything to build a complete business. If you'd like to get a live demo of that, text us with the word demo. Text us DEMO for the free demo to be able to see this technology in action. Because what we'll do, one of our marketing experts will get on a one-on-one Zoom call with you, and they will demo the technology. And while you're on there, they'll help you with picking niche markets, selecting what kind of a course you might want to build, and they'll show in front of your eyes how it works. You're going to see how the Pushbutton AI software can dramatically speed up your time to market so that you can build an entire business. It literally registers your domain name for you. It picks your domain name for you, sets up your hosting, launches your entire business, all while you watch. You get a chance to see how the technology can make all of that stuff for you, and it's push button simple. Now, I do want to say, even though it's push button simple and it really speeds up the time to profit, you really need to be aware that any business that you create, that you try to profit from, takes effort, energy, money, time, and commitment. And only if you're willing to put those into your new business should you set up a demo. We have special niche coaching that is powered by AI that will help you select your niche market, help you figure out what kind of a course to create the entire 12-lesson training course. It's ready to deploy. They'll do that for you live on Zoom one-on-one. So text the number you see on your screen. And by the way, make sure you like, subscribe, and engage with us on this video. Do all that stuff. I have lots more great content coming. So we'll see you next time.